Hello, welcome back. It's another little episode of Whining Away with Corey and Ray in our bubble, the dining room. Our COVID bubble because we can't go in the studio anymore. But
Nope.
until then, we will constantly recommend these delicious, affordable wines that we come across so you, during your COVID bubble, can go out and drink something quality that didn't break the bank. Right, Corey?
Yes, that's the plan.
All right, so today I brought a Provence Rose. Now, everyone says, Provence Rosés, they're a dime a dozen. That's what Provence is known for. Even though you can get other wines there, they're definitely known for their extraordinary rosés. This one that I got is from a company called B&P that I work with at my job. And this was a restaurant only in New York. So previously, you could only get this at some of the finer steakhouses in New York, and it would go for about $15 a glass. Because of the pandemic and all the restaurants closing down in New York, they're just not, a lot of them just couldn't survive. They had all these extra cases, so they became available to retail. Nice. And I was able to get my hands on some of the cases. This sells in my store for $12.99, but you would get 10% off on 6 bottles, 20% off on a case. I do have a few cases, absolutely fantastic. Really perfect example of Provence Rosés. I believe this is Cinsault and Grenache are the grapes that are used.
You definitely get a burst of strawberry and fruit right on the front. It's not too dry either, which is nice.
But I find it has, my complaint about a lot of rosés, particularly Provence, is some of them just don't have a lot of complexity. They're just sort of straight what you would expect. I think this one has a wonderful mid-palate to it. What is the vintage? It's a 2018, so it's got a couple years on it, but absolutely delicious, and so far it's been very successful for us. I brought it in about a month ago, I guess.
So there's a lot of rosé drinkers?
Well, there used to be a rosé season.
Right.
But since, I'd say, about 2016, that's with each year's changing more, where rosés are really, they certainly sell better in the warmer weather, but they'll still sell in the colder months because,
people who love them.
They're good bottles. I mean, this is a delicious bottle. And, I mean, for something that was going for $15 a glass, you can get 4 glasses for $12.99. I mean, that's
the way to go.
That's a find. And that's what we bring you here on Whining Away with Corey and Ray.
So when you're getting sad thinking about all of the happy hours that you missed, just remember that the $15 glass of wine, you got to save all that money, put it in your pocket, and get yourself a bottle.
And that's why they call it sacrifice. Sacrifice that stuff. Get yourself the bottle. Treat yourself well. Am I right?
That's right. You got to take care of yourself.
Now, what would you have with this?
Right away, I'm thinking appetizers. I don't know.
Charcuterie, I think this would be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Fruits, meats, cheeses.
Grilled shrimp.
Oh, yeah, this would be wonderful with shrimp. Ooh, now I want some shrimp. Send us some shrimp. Courtesy, Whining Away with Corey and Ray. But Provence Rosé, we all know them, but this sacrifice is a perfect, wonderful example. I think it's delicious. It's got a lot going on for it. And for $12.99, you could do a lot worse.
So reach out to Ray. Get yourself...
njwinecellar.com, Cranford, and we will hook you up with some bottles.
All right. So cheers to Rosé, and cheers to...
Ray. Rosé and Ray, today on Whining Away. As we always say, good wine.
Good life.
Great friends.
Good wine.